guys, it's Sarah. Yes, I am back. And you might be asking, Sarah, why are you only posting once a week? You used to post like every other day. Well, school's a thing. Yes, it's the end of the year and that means finals and projects and assignments, and teachers are piling everything up on you because they think it's cool. So since I'd like to think I'm a good student, I'm trying to do all of that but balance videos at the same time. And I don't think once a week is that bad. Plus, not a lot of stuff has been happening in the fandom anyway. But I thought today was a great time to make a video, so here we go. Okay, so let's start off this video by showing just lovely pictures of Harry and Louis. No, none of them together, sadly. But we have these recent pictures of Harry, and no, they're not on the same day, but most of the pictures were of him in his Gucci sunglasses and his black sweatshirt with his hair up. Very cute, very cute. And other pictures of Harry that surfaced about a week ago were of him in his pink shirt, and he's near a bunch of girls, and he's wearing the same sunglasses. Like, oh my gosh, when I saw these pictures of Harry in pink and wearing those Gucci sunglasses, I died. Like, he looks so good. And I know I say this a lot, but I'm just really happy that Harry's comfortable being himself and wearing what he wants. Like, if we saw a picture of Harry with nail polish, I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen him with nail polish anyway before. And on to Louis, we have pictures of him smoking. I know, not that flattering, but some people think it's hot. I mean, guys, it might look hot, but it's not going to be hot when Louis can't sing anymore, and that's his profession. And plus, I don't want him to die early. Like, Louis, just vape or something. But anyway, regardless of Louis smoking, he looked pretty good. But speaking of Louis out and about, we saw a picture of Louis with a Band-Aid on his hand. So a lot of people were thinking like, oh, what if this means that Louis took the paternity test? But then what really started to confuse people was that Felicity said that Louis went to the dentist. So Felicity says he had surgery at the dentist, I think. Note that she says, I think. And also note that she's about 12 years old. And also note that she's really not in Louis' life, so how does she know what's going on? If anything, I would believe Lottie a little bit more. But anyway, here are some opinions on the matter that I very much agree with. This person says if Louis had dental surgery, there would be slight facial swelling. He wouldn't be smoking and he couldn't drink from a straw. That is true. This person says, yeah, I mean, the first thing I do after I get out of the dentist is smoke a cig, drink chocolate milk from a straw, call the paps to come and pat me, grinning so wide, showing off my bandage to show my fans how strong I am, because I just had a dental surgery and my lips and face aren't swollen and puffy, my mouth isn't bleeding, I'm not wobbling, not dizzy at all, lol. Note sarcasm. And this person says, listen, I am probably crazy, but every single pic of Louis that wasn't released anywhere but on Daily Mail has that plaster on his hand in front of the camera. It reminds me of when he was flashing the hospital bracelet. Oh my god, the hospital bracelet. So are you guys seeing like where we're coming from? Like the person said, his face wasn't swelling, he wouldn't be drinking from a straw, and he wouldn't be smoking. And plus, why would a Band-Aid be on someone's hand if they had dental surgery? And yes, I totally agree that it's so shady how Louis is the only one in the band who has like tons of paps on him, but the other boys like never do. And that brings me to my next topic. So regarding Louis being papped all the time and none of the other boys being papped like ever, basically Harry was out with Chris Martin and they were eating dinner. Someone noted that there were no pap pictures of that. And it's funny because Harry's very high profile. He's like the most famous in One Direction, whether you want to believe it or not. Chris Martin, yes, very popular, A-list celebrity, Coldplay. Don't you think that if the two of them were out together, there would be tons of pap pictures? But no, we didn't see any. Which means that Harry definitely has control over who's taking pictures of him, when, and where. I mean, Harry has a court order against paparazzi. Also note that Harry's family never gets papped either. It always seems to be Louis' family. So how come all the other boys can control whether they're papped or not, but Louis surprisingly can't? I mean, guys, think about it. If Harry, Liam, and Niall don't get papped that much, but they're still going out and hanging out with people, it's pretty evident that they actually know how to control paparazzi. Or they might have a court order too. I don't know how they do it, but somehow the other boys never get papped. Or it just never gets released. Louis isn't as high profile as Harry. And when he's just walking around, he gets papped all the time. Louis and Danielle were literally out to dinner the other day and there were so many pictures of that. And that is just proved it's staged. And if you really don't believe me, just think about it. Danielle is only famous because of Louis. And I don't even think famous is the right word to use. So Danielle and Louis together doesn't even equal the status of Chris Martin and Harry together. So how come we see so many pap pictures of Louis and Danielle, who are less high profile, but we get no pictures of Harry and Chris Martin, who are higher profile? Think about Liam and Cheryl Cole. Cheryl Cole is definitely a popular celebrity, and I'm sure Liam is hanging out with her a ton, but we never hear anything about it and we never see anything about it. So in conclusion, every picture that we see of Louis out, whether it's with Danielle or Brianna or just by himself with that band-aid on, that was significant. There's going to be so many pictures of that. If Louis was just walking around, maybe he wouldn't get papped as much, but they wanted you to see that he had that band-aid on. People think it's because he just got a paternity test. So maybe the media wanted us to know that Louis just got this test and we're gonna figure out information soon. So guys, when you see Louis out with Danielle, don't think it's real. I know you guys don't think it's real, but if Louis and Danielle were a real budding romance, they would probably be like Liam and Cheryl. You have to think about why Louis is being papped so much and why the other boys aren't. There's definitely something that they want us to see. Also, speaking of the band-aid on Louis' hand, someone showed a picture of Harry's hand holding pain medication. And I'm trusting this person that this is a recent photo, but they're basically claiming that it is. And if this is recent, I'm really hoping that these two situations correlate. Because if Louis had the band-aid on his hand and Harry is seen with pain medication, put two and two together, and I'm happy. But yeah, even though the media knows we're not buying into any of this bullshit, they're trying to block that out, and they're still putting out tons of articles to make us believe in their bullshit. So regarding Harry, this says Kendall's pregnant with Harry's baby. Oh, so that's funny. So not only did Louis impregnate somebody, but Harry also did. So we're going back to the whole womanizing thing, or the whole man whore thing. Like, yeah, that's totally believable how that just came out of nowhere. I like how the media are the first to know about this. Oh, I could be even more sarcastic right now, but I'm just gonna move on. Another article regarding Louis. It says, stand by your pram. Louis Tomlinson looks blissfully happy as he enjoys low-key lunch with son Freddie Rain in Los Angeles. So Louis took his 2-month-old son out for a little dinner date, and they're both eating together. I mean, a few things just stuck out to me in this article that's just making me laugh. So it says in the headliner that he looks blissfully happy. Okay. And then the other line says low-key lunch. I mean, I'm sure if it was low-key, there wouldn't be paps taking pictures. Whatever, I shouldn't even question this, it's irrelevant. Also, there's another bullshit article, and it's saying that Harry is quitting or has quit One Direction. Now, we've gotten these articles probably since 2013, but here they're really trying. So it says, it's official, Harry quits One Direction, and you won't believe why. Yeah, let's hear why. It says, we wish Harry the very best. It has been a real pleasure working with him, the record company said in a statement. Harry is a total gentleman, and we know our good friend Jeffrey Azoff will look after him. We look forward to sharing some great wine with them next week when we are in LA. Now a solo artist, Harry signed to CAA as of yesterday, and it's starting to look at the reassurances that the band would split for good. We're all alive. Harry's done with One Direction. He wants to completely disassociate with the band, and that includes any professional connection, a music insider tells The Sun newspaper. His news team will be about launching him as a solo superstar by around the time next year, so the work is starting now. So some of this sounds believable because I remember about a year ago Harry was doing something with CAA Records, but I think they're trying to make it more believable by putting Jeff Azoff into it. As I told people before, I think Harry is doing solo projects. He's probably joining another team to write more songs and maybe write for other people. But can you honestly, as a fan, say that yes, Harry is going to quit One Direction, move away from Louis, I mean, really? Liam, and Niall. I mean, to be honest, since Zayn left, the boys have been really lucky with the success they've had with 4 people. But you guys all know that if Harry leaves, One Direction's over. No offense, but Louis, Niall, and Liam can't hold their own. They can't just be this 3-piece band touring. When you have Zayn gone and Harry gone, it just can't happen anymore. I'm not saying Harry is the heart of the band. I know Zayn wasn't. But once you have 2 members gone, it doesn't work anymore. And I'm not just saying this with Harry. Like, even if Louis left and it was just like Liam, Niall, and Harry, I still don't think it would work. So I think just like other articles we've read, this article is bullshit. I think we need more facts before we believe any of this. And plus, guys, if Harry's really a gentleman, don't you think if he quit One Direction, he probably would have sent a tweet out and there would have been more evidence that he would have left? There's just no signs that he actually left. I think Harry is actually trying to just enjoy his break now. And again, they're trying to keep One Direction relevant through this break, so that's why they're just making up so many rumors. rumors about them so people keep paying attention to them. And on to the last topic. Okay, so this person explains Smallzy was at Coachella. He basically tweeted that he saw Louis and that he liked his quote-unquote style. So we didn't get a single picture of Louis if he was indeed at Coachella. Why would that be? Maybe if he was with a certain Styles. So yes, obviously there's a pun game going on here. So I'm really suspicious of this because if this guy was talking about Louis, why does he joke about his style and throw a pun out there? Like if he just admired his style, like, oh, great style, whatever, like that's whatever. But he basically made a joke about the word style. He even added ha at the end. So some people might just think like, oh, he just admired Louis' style and then he just added ha at the end for like a little LOL. But a lot of people are thinking that he used the word style because it's a pun and maybe Harry was with Louis. So he's basically using Harry's last name as a pun for also talking about Louis' style. It's funny, when I looked at this, I totally believed the theory, but now that I'm actually saying it out loud, it kind of sounds a little ridiculous. It's funny how my thought process can actually change midway through a video. Because when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, like he was totally throwing a pun out there and throwing shade, like maybe Harry and Louis were together and that's why he said style. But now that I'm saying it out loud, it's almost like maybe he just said style because it's an actual word. It probably had nothing to do with Harry. I don't know, so maybe I didn't even need to put this in the video. But if you guys have any thoughts about anything, leave it down below. I know I didn't cover everything, but I'll just cover it in the next video. And like always, I make a video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Nobody can drag me down.